What is shadow work? It sounds so scary, right? Must I really battle my shadow? Must I really go into the dark and find out all the horrible things that I've hidden from myself? And now uncover them and bring them into the light. Of course, we don't want to do shadow work. Who wants to do shadow work? Right? In this video, I'm going to share with you what shadow work truly is about. That it doesn't have to be deep, dark, and mysterious. We can lighten the load and come out on top. Before you get too excited, it's not because you are not going to do shadow work, but because the work is no longer going to be in shadow. I'm going to teach you how to bring your shadow into the light so you can examine it and look at it from fresh angles and no longer feel afraid. Shadow simply means it's unknown to you. It is not something scary or evil. There's a great reason why we need shadow. It's because our conscious mind cannot handle all of the conscious universe at once. The Divine Mother created a built-in safety net, which is called the subconscious mind. Everything is stored in your subconscious, but the reason why you are not aware of it is because your conscious mind can't access all this information at once. Whatever is not in focus for the conscious mind is pushed to the background. Shadow means unrealized potential. It is hidden in darkness, just not seen yet in 3D reality, therefore not manifest. All that has yet to manifest is considered shadow. So all your dreams, desires, and potential remain in shadow. So we are afraid of something that is our biggest and fastest resource to connect to our higher self and manifest all that matters to us. Now, as we grew up, of course, we have pushed things that we don't like about ourselves to the background and pulled the things that we did like about ourselves to the foreground. That is why your persona can be divided into two. You have the persona you show to everybody in the light, and then you have another persona you hardly show to anyone, or just a select few, and we can debate if they should feel really lucky for having the privilege of knowing all of you. Okay, I'm just kidding. But in our defense, those who get to see both personas are usually people who are very close to us and love us unconditionally. So it's all right. But the people who only get to see the part of you that you show in the light do get a distorted version of reality and don't know the real you. So how can you put more of what is dark into the light without the fear of judgment? First, you have to figure out what is dark and what is light. This can be done by checking in how you feel about the topic of conversation. Does it make you feel expansive, or does it make you want to contract? If you feel contraction, you feel small, or you don't want to act on it, there's something to investigate. This is where you have to ask yourself, why is this such a hard topic for me? Why can't I explain myself on this topic? It's about asking the right questions to the inner saboteur, so she has to answer you and tell you what's going on. So let me tell you a little secret. The inner saboteur has to answer you when you ask a question. She can't ignore you. She has to comply with your request. This can become an enormous superpower, because if you notice, it means she can't hide from you. Every time you ask a question, you put her in the spotlight. So asking questions is a safe way to get to some revealing answers. But haven't you noticed sometimes when some of your friends or family members ask you questions about a certain topic you don't want to admit to? you kind of avoid answering or change topic, well, your inner saboteur will try to do it to you as well. So it's about being aware that she does that and constantly coming back to the same question until you get an answer. Some days you might have to be patient because she will try to resist you, but like I said before, she has no power to ignore you. She answers to you. And now it is time for a light bulb moment, because I just said she answers to you. It means there's no question she cannot answer. She holds all the answers to why you are the way you are and what you did to become her. We are afraid to ask questions, but seek answers to problems we haven't clearly identified yet. And when you start asking questions, you will put the inner saboteur in the spotlight. The question is the answer. This is how you make shadow light again. Once you ask a question and you receive an answer, you check in how that makes you feel. If it's the truth, you will feel a release, a letting go. But if it's not true, you tense up again. You feel tighter and as if you're cornered. You feel restless and want to move away. But you can't run away from yourself. So when you ask the question, the inner saboteur has nowhere to run. If you want shadow work to be less scary, you will have to ask yourself a lot of questions. Usually we want to avoid shadow work because our focus is on our pain. Why are we suffering? Or what has been done to us? We go in to find that pain again and relive that moment all over again. That can't feel good, and neuroscience has confirmed that by reliving that moment again, your body actually believes it is happening right now. So constantly talking about the pain you are in is not true shadow work. It's actually strengthening your belief in the shadow and that you can't get rid of the pain. It's about asking yourself the right questions that set you free. Very often I can imagine that it's hard to do. How can you think outside the box you have caged yourself in? You can't read the label when you are on the inside of the bottle, right? So you will have to find someone you trust and have them ask the right questions that lead you back into the light. The question itself will lead you back into the light. Shadow work is a relief when done right. It's an unlayering or peeling off energetic blocks that have been there for years because you have simply not relieved them from their duties. In childhood, they received the order to protect you from harm, and therefore a certain part of you became dark. But as adults, we should release these energies because they are no longer serving us, and they use a lot of our positive energy in the background. That is why it feels so hard to move forward in reality, because in the non-physical you are attached to negative energy that doesn't allow you to move forward. When you ask yourself the right question, the answer will release you from that block and will allow you to move again. Tired of always running circles around yourself? Always busy doing, but never getting it done. You want the best for yourself. If you could just stop self-sabotage and move out of your own way. A good way to start your journey is to join my Self-Mastery School for Moms. In my Self-Mastery School, you will learn who the inner saboteur is and what she wants. How she puts you back to sleep even when you have awakened. How to recognize the inner saboteur in others. How to see the inner saboteur coming so you can protect yourself. And last but not least, how to transform her into your biggest source of power so you can make each day your masterpiece. If this sounds interesting, all links are in the description down below. School doors are open for free right now, and all you need to do is fill in your name and email and join the Fabulous One family. Looking forward to seeing you inside.